A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
Go Yellow Jackets, ball on the 8.
This time the Jackets, they'll send two receivers to the right, one to the left. They've got an up back on the right side lined up behind the right tackle. They give a little counter option play inside, running with the ball. He's going to be met inside the 5 near the 4-yard line. I think on the carry that was, who was that, 17 there on that? That was Cannon Bolin.
Tackle by number 4, Hugo Henry, and number 8, Noah
Second down and goal for the Coalfield Yellow Jackets. A ball just inside the Highlander 5-yard line. The handoff. Inside again. Caught by the Highlander defensive line, fighting for a couple yards.
Bowling the ball carrier. Stopped by number 55, Zane Henry.
that may have worked. Somebody said yes. So we got audio on our live stream now. So
we got Zane Henry playing the right defensive tackle.
I thought there was another cable, so we got it figured out there like that. Now all you have to do is master this.
3rd and goal from the 2.
3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Yellow Jackets with the ball. This is Hines. Hands off again, blasting toward the end zone, and a Highlander white shirt stand him up and push him back. That might take it down to the 1-yard line, where to be 4th and goal at the Highlander 1. Last person getting up off the ground for the Highlanders there would be Jace Cloud and also Adrian Stanley. We've reached the end of the first quarter of play. So after 1 quarter from Coalfield, it's the home team Coalfield Yellow Jackets 6 and the visiting Scott Highlanders 0. We'll take this break and be back after this message.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Welcome back to Highlander football. Highlanders trail by 6 points. Coalfield has the ball, 4th and goal at the Highlander 1-yard line. The Highlanders have had 2 really good stops to keep Coalfield out of the end zone. Now we've switched fields. The Highlanders will now be moving left to right, as I used to say on your radio dial. Coalfield switches ends. They're at the exactly Highlander 1-yard line. So the Highlanders have a lot to think about. Coach Stevens also to our right up here. Coach Shannon, he's in the on top of the press box where we're at. And we'll see what they are anticipating
4th and goal
out of Coalfield on 4th down. The Jackets to the line of scrimmage. Man, they loaded up in there. They've got a tight formation. They've got a quarterback under center, 3 backs in the OT formation. Hines turns, gives it off, now sweeping to the left, the touchdown. In for 6. And the horn goes off.
Cannon Bowling carries for
Cannon
the
Bowling.
touchdown, play covering 1 yard.
Straight OT football. Everybody saw it. I don't know if they even kicked the guy. They had 2 tight ends, hand the ball off, got the lead running backs as blockers, stretch it all the way to the corner of the end zone, get in for 6. Point after, they're lining up same formation, going for 2. And going to throw the ball.
Going to throw the ball. And it's thrown to the back of the end zone, and we wait, and it's caught. Landon Gallion catches a pass in the back right end zone, and with that 2-point conversion, the Yellow Jackets now lead our visiting Scott Highlanders 14-0. We'll take this timeout and be back in 30 seconds.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest jobs done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your #1 source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
Welcome back. And the Highlanders line up to receive this kick from Coalfield. It's Hicks to kick off, and we saw him last week. He can get him to the goal line, and certainly he did that on his first kick. His return. This kick will be a squibble up the middle. It's dropped, picked back up by Phoenix Norris. Norris with a little running room, pushes across the 35, near the 37-yard line, and the Highlanders will have a 1st and 10. And our best field position to start a possession so far.
The offense has been very quiet so far. We need to get a positive side of the field and just start hammering.
First and 10 Highlanders, ball on their own 37.
2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. I believe that's Van Hook still in the backfield.
Yep.
Brady Strunk, the quarterback. High snap, pulls it down, keeps it himself. Tries to bounce outside, does. Has the edge of the corner, the first down and more along the sideline, pulled down in Coalfield territory. They'll mark it at the Coalfield 47-yard line. That is a First National Bank first down, the Highlanders' first down of the game.
Forced out of bounds by number 50, Isaiah Sheldon.
Pull that ball, because if it had gave to Van Hook right then, that'd been a mess.
First and 10 Highlanders.
Coach and I talked the other night. He said, I'd like to not have to do it, but I think you're just going to have to let Brady run more with it now for the final 3 quarters. The fake, Brady keeps it, put the ball on the ground. Coming back, that'll be Van Hook falling on it. The ball all the way back in Highlander territory. Looks like they'll mark it at about the Highlander 44-yard line. It's second down, and for the Highlanders, it's going to be about 18 yards to go. Second and 18.
Second and long for the Highlanders. Ball on their own 44.
You got to do both of them, but the record button is to get ready to record, and then the green play button is to start recording, and then you can just let record all over. Is this an new crib with an old ball? That's very simple right there. You got,
Oh, man, that's more sophisticated than anything.
you got to. You got a mute button. You can mute yourself, or anybody. You can mute.
Oh yeah, we got to mute him a lot.
But the main mute button is on. On the iPad right there. So like I said, I think I said this a second ago, during the commercial breaks, anytime any sound is rolling off of here, just make sure they're muted. Of course, that's just so they can sit there and talk and not worry about it going out over there. But also,
We're muted, and you're playing the commercial.
right, if this isn't muted, then what happens is there's an echo on the commercial because the sound is going into there so they can hear it, but it's also then, of course, going back in here. So you wind up with just a little bit of delay and an echo. It's not bad, but it's just enough to be irritating. And so as long as you hit that mute button, but that's just the thing. Remember to mute it at a timeout and to unmute it coming out of the timeout. Really, that's it. So there's anyway, back to where I started. What we'll do.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razak's. Razak's offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it. And daily specials, country fried steak, turkey dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razak's has a full menu ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloins, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razak's on U.S. Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razak's, country cooking and great steaks.
City, nothing.
Yeah. Welcome back for Highlander football, and it's fourth down. and the Highlanders have Hugo Henry on the field to attempt a 24-yard field goal.
An additional score
The holder,
this first quarter,
Nolan
Cloudland
Cotton.
16, Unica nothing.
The referee signals it's time for play to resume. The snap, the placement, the kick is blocked at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be fielded at the goal line. Coming to the near side, that'll be Conlon. Conlon has a wall out in front of him, a side block there. Flag is going to be thrown. Racing, that's Conlon. Nobody can catch Conlon up the near sideline as he will be in for the score. We think it'll come down. It's good to see two flags thrown. Actually, there's another flag over there. So there's a whole bunch of flags out here.
Flags everywhere. There was a big rush from the right defensive or the right offensive side.
Well, the snap was.
It was high. It was high.
No, it's slow and high.
Well, okay, that's two.
We think the flags on this side of the field would be for a blindside block. And
I think a block to the back there.
okay.
That one out there, I'm not sure about.
Well, he just signaled down here. We were watching that one. I don't know what the one over there is. That's exactly right. Unless that official over there saw it and dropped the flag too.
Yeah.
The referee will turn and give the official indication here in just a second.
These are so close, they're the same penalty.
Yeah, 6:05 left in the first half of play. It's Coalfield 14, Highlanders 0. All flags appear to be against Coalfield. They will still, however, have possession of the ball. Personal foul against Coalfield. So
that was that blind side.
Coalfield penalized half the distance to the goal. Personal foul.
Coalfield starting this possession. They're on their 11-yard line. Hines, late pitch. It's on the ground. The Highlanders actually forced a strip, picking up the ball, trying to find some running room. About three white-shirted Highlanders will get there. I think it was maybe chasing from behind Van Hook.
Tackle by number 58,
I believe
Skylar
so.
Smith.
Turned it back. Skylar was waiting there, put a mean hit on that ball carrier.
No gain, 2nd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Highlanders have enough time to get us. If they can get a stop deep here, they could get good field position. Cole Hines, number 3, the quarterback for Coalfield. Lining up most of the time in the backfield with him is number 1, that's Landon Lau. Lau is there lining up to his left. They've got an up back on the right side. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Hines looking right. Pass in the middle, in and out of the hands.
Intended for Zach Armstrong.
And that was intended for Zach Armstrong. It's incomplete, bringing up 3rd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
Hines, the quarterback, had a lot of steam on that football, just a little too hot, no further than the receiver was.
3rd down. 3rd down for the Yellow Jackets. Play clock down to 16 seconds now as they break their huddle.
3rd and 10 Yellow Jackets.
For the Jackets, they'll have 2 receivers right, 1 left. They'll have that up back right side. And again, allow the tailback to the left. Hines looking, wants to throw it on a deep out. And did he make the catch? Nope. Could not get his hand on it. That was intended for Conlon. And that brings up 4th down.
Yeah.
Van Hook defending.
Yeah, Cannon did a good job defending on that one right there.
Now let's settle down and run some offense, okay?
5:06 left in the first half. 5 minutes, 6 seconds. Coalfield 14, Highlanders 0. Dropping deep for the Highlanders to return the ball is Rylan Griffith.
And he can be exciting. Got to get a few blocks.
Henry to punt the ball for the Yellow Jackets. They have trouble getting men on the field. They do have all 11 out there now. Snap. Pulls down the ball. Almost partially blocked. Chasing the ball down. Back deep, that was Griffith. Picks it up. Stepped out of the first tackle. Has another 4 or 5 yards. Head to the sidelines. Quick elusive, and he's tackled inside the Coalfield. Looks like 41-yard line. Wait on the spot from across the field. I thought it was going to be at the 40, and I think maybe they will eventually move it there.
Yeah, that at least we're on the positive side, honestly. We have just been all out of commotion here tonight. Discombobulated, maybe. Okay, warning to the Coalfield sideline.
It looks like they're maybe going to. Darrell says that's their second one, and if it is, that'd be a penalty, so they'll step it off, which helps the Highlanders. 5-yard mark off down to the actually inside the 36-yard line.
Penalized 5 yards, sideline warning.
We'll say 36-yard line. 1st and 10 Highlanders, 4 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the first half. Brady Strunk at quarterback. He'll have 2 receivers left.
1st and 10 for the
Hugo
Highlanders.
Henry is one of those, and the outside receiver next to the Highlander sideline over there is Nolan Cotton. 1 receiver right. Tight end on the right side, or an H-back right side. Strunk, again, tries to pull the ball away from the back, and either the back's trying to hold on to it and take it away from Brady, or Brady's trying to take it away from the back, and that's causing us all kinds of problems in the read option.
One of the things it could be is, Brady pulling his eyes up a little too quick. It could be
2nd and 14 for the Highlanders.
I think maybe that's what it is. He's a competitor, and he's getting in a hurry.
2nd down, 14 now Highlanders. The snap to Brady. Little comeback screen to the left side. Some running breaks into the secondary. That's Rylan Griffith. Deludes a defender and pulled down, but not before he picks up a First National Bank first down. The second first down of the half by the Highlanders. Still 4:06 remaining in the first half. A reminder again, Coalfield leading by 2 scores, 14-0 over the Highlanders. The Highlanders have had 1 field goal attempt blocked by the Yellow Jackets.
Okay, we're
ball on the 22.
Okay, we got Jace Floyd back in. He'll line up as a short back. Should be a run to the other side.
The short back in the right side, and we've sort of overloaded. We've gone with a tight end now on each side.
More heavy to the right, really heavy.
That'll be Strunk, keeping the ball off the snap. Wiggles his way ahead for maybe 4 yards. It brings up now 2nd down Highlanders. Clock running, 3:20 to go, first half.
Number 55, Braden Burgess.
I cannot say probably enough that this might be a huge possession for the Highlanders.
Our Highlanders really need to score, cut the deficit in that, and then realize all they've got to do is relax a little bit and just play football.
Mm-hmm. Up back to the left now. Brady tries to follow him, caught by the
he beat the
arm pad and pulled down. That'll be a loss of 1, maybe 2 yards now.
That big 60 Bryson Ridge, he's been looked at, from my understanding, by a few bigger colleges. We had 3 of our big guys blocking him, and he got through there and made an arm tackle.
Loss of 2, 3rd down 8 Highlanders. Looking to the sideline, Coach Terry and Coach Fletcher. They signal the play into the Highlanders. You've got Cotton as a receiver to the left. Receiver moving to the right side for the Highlanders will be Alton Whaley. And again, we've got a tight end each side. In the backfield, that's Van Hook. The give to Van Hook, tries to race outside, eludes a defender, eludes a second defender, keeps his balance, and then undercut inside the 15-yard line.
Van Hook, the ball carrier, tackled by number 27.
That'll take the ball down to the 14-yard line. It'll be 4th down and a long 2, short 3.
Yeah.
Nope, it's definitely going to be less than 2 yards to go on 4th for the Highlanders.
4th and 1.
Again, a receiver left, 1 to the right. Again, the tight end each side. Van Hook, the running back, on the right side of Strunk. The Highlanders do a check, and there's a flag thrown on this side right here, so we had a procedure. The receiver on this side moved. I don't like to name names, but that was Whaley, the receiver, right in front of the official. He moved when the team turned to look at the coach to get a check.
Scott penalized 5 yards, dead ball foul, false start.
It's 4th down and 6 Highlanders. Was a 4th and a little more than a yard. It's now 4th and 6. Checking back in, this would be Rylan Griffith. He'll be the receiver on the right side. Now we bring another receiver in, Hugo Henry. That'll give us trips left.
Hey, take a timeout. Take a timeout.
Coach up here yelling down, saying a timeout as the play clock was running down.
Yeah, and that was a great.
And the Highlanders assessed with a timeout, so we'll join them during this break. 1 minute, 12 seconds to go in the first half. It's Coalfield 14, our visiting Highlanders 0. We'll return right after this break.
Football makes people happy. At United Cumberland Bank, totally free checking makes our customers happy. If you are not completely satisfied with your checking account, come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. United Cumberland Bank, member FDIC, $50 minimum deposit to open. Other fees may apply. Ask us for details.
As we come back, it will be 4th down for the Highlanders. 4th and 6 to pick up a first down. How many timeouts have we got left?
Hey, you know, brother, everything going on here tonight, I've not even been keeping, but I think we have one left.
A score of interest,
One
second
timeout
quarter,
left.
Oakdale 7, Jellicoe nothing.
Need to pick up the first down. That's the most important thing. The Highlanders spread the field a little bit. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Trips left, 1 to the right. Rolling out, this will be Strunk. Pull the ball down and run with it. Toss it ahead to Phoenix Norris. Phoenix has the first down and more. It'll be a First National Bank first down, and the Highlanders
To Phoenix Norris.
will have it first and go from about the 4-yard line. If he was knocked out of bounds, they shouldn't be running the game clock. I will say that. I agree with Coach Shannon on that regard. It is first and go from the Coalfield 4-yard line for the Highlanders. We go with that big line on the right side. Strunk keeps it. And getting in there, Coalfield is going to make the stop. It'll bring up second down.
Stop by number 3, Cole
Clock
Hines.
running with 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Highlanders run people on and off the field, and I think we take a timeout. So Coach Terry uses the timeout. It stops the clock with 24 seconds to go. So it is second and go from the 4-yard line. We'll step aside with the Highlanders on this break and be back after this message.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
Back at Coalfield, the final 24 seconds of the first half, and our Highlanders at the 4-yard line. It's second and 4 to go for the Highlanders. Goal to go for the Highlanders. We'll have to hurry. That was our last time out, so we'd have to hurry to get 2 plays in. So we hope the Highlanders can punch it from here.
I hope they call too also.
The Highlanders have a receiver wide to the right, one back to the left side. That'll be Griffith. Van Hook in the backfield lines up on the right-hand side of Brady Strunk. We go with that 2 tight end look. The handoff to Van Hook. Tries to drive. He's cut down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down. And they back it up a yard. 3rd and 5. 12 seconds to go. The Highlanders need to get to the line and run this play. It goes to Strunk. The handoff, that's Van Hook trying to run to the right side. He may have had it if he'd have stayed wide, but he's decided to cut in, and he cut right into the black shirts of the Coalfield Yellow Jackets. So we've reached halftime, and the Scott Highlanders will find themselves trailing the home team, Coalfield Yellow Jackets, by a 14-0 score. 14-0 is our score. Coming up at halftime, we'll try to give you a look at some stats. We'll have comments on the first half, what the Highlanders need to do in the second half. We will also go on the field and H will talk with Coach Terry prior to the start of the third quarter. We've got that and more coming up during your Highlander halftime. We'll step aside for this extended break and be back with more football action.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott High Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday, or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest jobs done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your number one source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
Welcome back to Highlander football. A reminder that of all the different ways that you can follow the Highlanders this season, one of those will be the IH Sports Network. You can go to ihsports.net to find out how to follow us. Directions are to follow us on Facebook and on YouTube. You can tune in to WBNT FM 105.5, and I think we're live on WBNT tonight. And you can also follow the video replays on Oneida Cable and Video. And you'll have to check with WBNT as to when those replays will be launched and coming back at you there on that. It'll either be tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday of next week. You can also check us out during our home games especially, and then we think maybe some of our road games, part of the NFHS network. All the ways that you can follow the Highlanders this season. Let's take a look at the first half scoring summary. We start first. Well, there's only 2 scores in the first half, both of those by Coalfield. The first score came with 2 minutes 57 seconds to go as Hines the quarterback tosses a 21-yard scoring pass to Ramel Conlon. The 2-point try was no good. At that point, the Coalfield Yellow Jackets led 6-0. Then on the very first play of the second quarter, after we change ends, Cannon Bolin scores on a 1-yard touchdown run for the Yellow Jackets. Hines' 2-point pass to Landon Galen was good, and the Yellow Jackets led 14-0. The Highlanders did get a potential field goal opportunity late in the first half. It was blocked, picked out of the air by Coalfield. They had a return, but they also had a penalty on that. Nevertheless, they kept the ball. The Highlanders were able to force a punt, and at half, the Highlanders driving down the field ran out of time, and offensively, the Highlanders have struggled, and I mean really struggled here in the first half against the Coalfield Yellow Jackets. And if there's one thing the Highlanders need to do is get the offense going, take time off the clock, and do a bunch of things to help ourselves in the second half. It's still a comfortable, it's not a big lead, but it's a 2-touchdown lead for Coalfield. So we'll take a break. Our score at halftime, the Coalfield Yellow Jackets 14 and the visiting Scott Highlanders 0.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razax. Razax offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razax has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razax on U.S. Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razax, country cooking and great steaks.
Football makes people happy. At United Cumberland Bank, totally free checking makes our customers happy. If you are not completely satisfied with your checking account, come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. United Cumberland Bank, member FDIC, $50 minimum deposit to open. Other fees may apply. Ask us for details.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Welcome back to Highlander football halftime, and the Coalfield Yellow Jackets lead our visiting Scott Highlanders 14-0. Let's take a look at some stats right now. First of all, for the Highlander defense, Luke Bowling, solo tackle, 2 assisted tackles. Phoenix Norris, 2 solo tackles, 3 assisted tackles. Skylar Smith with 2 assists. Hugo Henry, 1 solo, 1 assisted tackle. Rylan Griffith with 1 solo tackle. Cannon Van Hook with 3 assisted tackles. Nolan Cotton with 3 assisted tackles. Adrian Stanley with 2 assisted tackles. And Jace Clowett with 1 assisted tackle. And the Highlanders also had the 1 quarterback sack. That was by Cannon Van Hook. And we also had a fumble recovery. That by Cannon Van Hook. Now let's take a look at some of the offensive numbers. And bear with me while I pull it up here on my phone a little bit. In terms of first downs, the Highlanders have 4 first downs, and our first down sponsor, First National Bank. Coalfield has 3. Rushing yards, passes, by rush, passes, and penalties, that was 1 of 2, and then 1 of 2 for the Highlanders. Third downs, let's see, let me get down. Total yards, average per play. 77 total yards for Coalfield, 56 for the Highlanders. That is a 3.5 yard per play for Coalfield, 2.5-yard play for the Highlanders. Total yards rushing, Coalfield 37, Highlanders 20. And that on 19 rushing attempts by the Highlanders. Total yards passing, the Yellow Jackets have 38, the Highlanders with 32. The Highlanders 2 of 3 passing and 1 interception. Let me run on down the stats here. The Yellow Jackets had 2 fumbles, lost 1. The Highlanders have been credited officially these are the official scorekeeper numbers here. 5 fumbles and losing 1 of those fumbles, and 2 total turnovers for the Highlanders. In terms of penalty yards, Coalfield 28, the Highlanders 15 penalty yards. Time of possession, well, ironically, the Highlanders have 5 minutes more in terms of time of possession than Coalfield has. But the Highlanders on the short end of the scoreboard, 14-0, as the Coalfield Yellow Jackets lead the Highlanders at halftime. The next thing coming up in our Highlander halftime will be going down to the field where I believe that HL will try to capture Coach Terry down there. And I told Coach the other day, I sat there and talked with him about an hour after practice and said, Coach, we don't have to do these interviews. I said, I know, man, you got a lot going on. With only himself and 3 other coaches to help this year. And I said, you got a lot going on. He said, it's no problem. I'm going to take the time. I want to reach out to Highlander fans, and I want to help you guys with the broadcast. And I cannot tell you how thankful we have been blessed by head coaches at Scott High for the last 15 to 20 years that have been very generous with their time. They let us come to practice. H goes to 3 a week. I go to 2 or 3 a week practices. We talk with them after the game. We talk with them before the game here tonight, and they are very, very generous with their time. And I cannot thank Coach Terry, Coach Stevens, Coach Shannon, and Coach Fletcher for the time they allot to us for helping with our coverage of Highlander football. The Jackets coming back out on the field, so the Highlanders will be working their way out here just any time now. And with that, too, we've got to be able to watch for Coach Terry, because when he comes out of the dressing room, he goes flying down the field.
Second quarter, Union County 12, Claiborne nothing.
And the Highlanders on the field now. And I'm going to scan down there as they're coming in from the east side of the field.
At the half, Morristown West 10, Hardin Valley Academy 7. Second quarter, Cherokee 7, Seymour 3.
And we didn't mention, while we're still waiting on H, he's coming along there with Coach Jeffers now. Let's see if he's listening to me, and I can cue him up right
At
here.
the half, Alcoa 56, Gatlinburg Pittman nothing.
H, if you're ready with the coach, go ahead.
County 21.
Hey, I'm down on the field with Coach Terry.
Second quarter, Jefferson County 33, Pop County nothing. At the half, West 21, Farragut 17. At the half, Fulton 14, Central 7.
Yeah, just put
at the half, Hall 36, Morristown East 7. First quarter, Monterey 7, Cumberland County nothing. First quarter, Kingston 14, Oliver Springs nothing. Late second quarter, Greenback 14, Oneida nothing.
Didn't capitalize.
Second quarter, Pigeon Forge 27, Sullivan East 12.
Down here at the goal line.
At the half, South Doyle 14, Grace Christian 14. Second quarter, Campbell County 21, Heritage 7. Second quarter, Clinton 46, Austin East 7.
Well, we've sort of lost H down there, and we'll just come back up here right now because he's not pushing down on his mic button real hard. So we'll bring it back up here. A couple of things we didn't. We had some technical difficulty here, and therefore we didn't go through our pregame. Injuries have hurt the Highlanders a little bit during our preseason. A defensive starter, Jacob Reese, has an injury. He's out. We don't know for how long. He was supposed to get the results of an MRI today. Will Russ broke some ribs a couple weeks ago. He's cleared to come back and begin practice this coming Monday. And, of course, Will Young, that dynamic running back for the Highlanders, he had an ACL tear back in spring practice, had surgery in May and progressing right along. His doc may clear him as early as October 1, but I talked with him yesterday. He said, I will just really wait until I I feel like I'm ready to go. So
An updated score
that's a
of interest,
little bit
8
of an
seconds
injury
to go in the
situation.
half,
We
brings
had
back
some
14,
players that
Oneida 7.
had to step aside in the preseason, so we're low in numbers. The coaches, they added 4 players this week that wanted to come out and join the football team. So they came out, and that brought our roster number up to 40 or 41 now. So, I mean, bit by bit, we're working ourselves right along in terms of building our roster back up and doing a few other things. Now, the Highlanders will be receiving the second half kick, and that is very important. And the reason that's important, we trail 14-0 to Coalfield. Now, we need field position, so if we can get a return, we'll get the field position, and we'll see the adjustments that the Highlanders have made during halftime, because defensively, only giving up 14 points to Coalfield, and one of those was a mistake by us on the fumble where Coalfield actually started at our 8-yard line, and they were naturally able to get a touchdown off of that. So, I mean, it could end very easily just have been a 7-0 ball game at this stage. But the Highlander offense, they've got to assert themselves here in the second half. And by assert themselves, I mean take control, march the ball, use the clock, first down after first down, so we can mention our first down sponsor, First National Bank.
Start of the second quarter.
I want to thank the guys bringing you coverage here tonight. We've, of course, got the folks at WBNT, but down here on our cameras tonight, we've got Cameron. Sam is beside me. He's bringing you the live stream. Scott Seabolt, he is doing our defensive stats. Woody unable to be with us tonight. HL does our color, and we just heard the interview he had with Coach Terry down on the field. So we're ready to get the second half underway as the Highlanders come out, and Rylan Griffith will be deep. He'll stand near the goal line for the Highlanders. Trying to unplug a few cables here. And we're going to switch ends. It will be the Highlanders going left to right as you watch our live stream or our video playbacks or listen to us on WBNT. Coalfield kicking right to left. Again, it's Rylan Griffith deep. He'll stand just outside the goal line.
Hayden Hicks to kick off for the Yellow Jackets. Deep for the Highlanders, number 9, Rylan Griffith.
Here's the kick. It's at line drive. Fielded by Norris at the 27-yard line. Looks for running room. Feels his way ahead. Powers across the 40. Still driving. And looks like he's brought down just short of the 45-yard line. And that's what I said. The Highlanders need a good return to get field position to start the second half. The ball will be just, let's see, they back it back. It'll be at the Highlander 44-yard line.
43 maybe. I think 43, brother.
Well, we have to move it to the advancing yard line, so it's somewhere between the 43 and 44. It's 1st and 10 for the Highlanders. We'll send 2 receivers wide left in front of the Highlander bench. We'll stack them. 1 receiver to the right. Brady Strunk still at quarterback with Van Hook in the backfield. The fake to Van Hook, a little comeback screen, and dropped by Norris.
A little low.
Pass intended for Norris.
I'm not sure when we watch the Highlanders practice that we see those receivers come back behind the line of scrimmage.
Some screens, they do come in to meet the ball.
Gallion defending.
I think that's what it was. They didn't get the ball and the receiver at the same place.
And if I told you, I was looking at the official stats there at the end of the first half, we actually had, in terms of time of possession, had the ball 5 minutes more than Coalfield.
Yeah.
Twins to the right. They'll stack along the sideline to hand off to Van Hook. Hit as he rushes out to the 45-yard line. That'll be a gain of 2. It brings down 3rd and 8.
Met first by number 27, Colton Henry.
3rd down, 8 for the Highlanders. Looking to the sideline.
3rd and 8 Highlanders. Ball on their own 45.
Trotting off the field for the Highlanders is actually a number I don't have on the roster, so somebody must have forgot a jersey today.
That's at 86.
Yep.
And I asked about that down there, and I was told, hey, they think it's a freshman. That ain't a freshman.
Okay. Third down, Highlanders. Strunk with the ball. He'll roll left, looks to throw the ball deep into the middle of the field. It comes up short. Underthrown pass brings up fourth down. Strunk was under some pressure that time and just could not really square his body to get a good throw.
Yeah, he was not quite parallel to the line of scrimmage. Ball fell a little bit short. Fortunately, there wasn't a DB there.
And we're not making excuses, but Brady has just been in the quarterback role for 2 weeks now.
That's right.
Punt formation, Strunk.
And Brady Strunk will drop. He'll punt the ball on fourth down for the Highlanders. The snap, pulled down. Brady, the left footer, gets it away. Nice high punt. It's going to be fielded. Stepping out of the tackle, running to the near sideline. Blocked on the side and then driven out of bounds just short of midfield.
Conlon on the return.
Conlon on that return.
Forced out of bounds by number 71.
We'll give the Yellow Jackets good starting field position on this, the first possession for them in the second half. Off where it looks like it's going to be their own 48-yard line.
Is that 86 Fletcher?
It could be. He's got the body that looks like Fletcher.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Fletcher. Normally wearing a 30, but.
First and 10. Two receivers each side, now in motion from the left through the backfield. A double reverse coming back to the near side. Played well out on this side. Nice individual solo tackle by the Highlanders, Luke Boland.
Yeah.
Gallion on the end around. Stopped by number 45, Ethan Duncan.
Looks like the Highlanders maybe are going to
Correction, number 5,
pop
Luke
into
Boland.
a four-man look here. It's either that or Skyler's going to drop back and play one of the middle backers, and that looks like what he will do. Second down and 5 for the Yellow Jackets. They'll have two receivers right, two left, one back in the backfield. That'll be Lau, the quarterback Cole Hines. In motion now left to right. They fake it, a little cross-cut buck coming back to the left side, breaking into the secondary and pulled down by the Highlanders, Nolan Cotton.
By number 8, Nolan Cotton.
Big.
First down for the Yellow Jackets,
A little bit of a trap coming back this way, and big hole.
Highlanders shuffling their defensive line again as Adrian Stanley comes back in. So it's Adrian Stanley also checking in Clayton Carroll, and right in the middle is Jace Cloward. Again, twins left and right. Now in motion from right to left through the backfield. This will be Hines dropping, wants to throw the ball. Covered downfield, pulls the ball down, runs with it. The Highlanders will make the tackle. Closing from behind to pull him down will be Highlander Phoenix Norris, I believe. Norris gets up a little gingerly, but he's okay and stays in the game.
Phoenix had a little bit of a growing pull earlier this week. He was telling me out there at practice one day, so I might have aggravated that a little bit. But
the game was 4, second and 6. 9 minutes left in the third quarter. It's Coalfield 14, Highlander 0. Two receivers each side. They're in the tight formation. Coles waits on the snap, hands it off, trying to sweep out the left side, and coming back in. That number 5, Luke Bowling, the sophomore, again holds up and makes the tackle along with Nolan Cotton. The ball down to the 20-yard line.
Should be a first down. Oh, yeah.
Yep, they're waving them down, so another first down on this drive by Coalfield.
First and 10 Yellow Jackets, ball on the 20.
Hines came all the way to the sideline to get the play from Coach Napier. Now the Jackets to the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to run. 8 minutes, 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Trips to the right side. One receiver to the left boundary. Hines rolling right. Throws the ball. It's caught complete. The tackle made over there as the safety, Cotton, comes up to make the tackle. Big gain of 7, maybe 8 yards. We have to wait on him to spot it across the way. Oops, not as much as I thought. Yeah, I'll still say 7 yards on the reception. Second down and a long 3 for the Yellow Jackets.
Second and 4, Yellow Jackets, ball on the 14.
Didn't really want to happen is them to make a drive early in the second half of the ball game.
Mm-hmm.
We've not had that one really big defensive play.
Twins each side. Again, Hines the quarterback. Here maybe comes the backers, and they do flush him. It's a screen. The pass complete on the right side, driving to the end zone, and looks like he may be in for the score. Yes, it is. I believe the reception was by Cannon Bolin, number 17.
Pass complete to Cannon Bolin for the Coalfield touchdown. Play cover in 14 yards.
We got an official timeout down on the field. Somebody either got, we got a player down, one of Coalfield's.
So the Highlanders could not do anything with it on our possession to open the third quarter. We punt, and with a little bit of a return to give Coalfield good field position, they're able to take the ball 52 yards and score. Still working now. They've got the injured player up and walking him to the sideline.
Bowling shaking up on the play.
I'm almost certain that Coalfield, yes, they've got a kicker going out to attempt the extra point.
Landon Loud a snap. Landon Gallion to hold. Luke Therese to attempt.
Lined up, going to play some ball now.
The placement, the kick, and that is from the straight ahead kicker is up and is good. The kick made by Luke Therese. We step aside now. We'll take this quick break. When we come back, the ensuing kickoff to the Highlanders.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
7:13 left in the third quarter. It is still just a 21-0 lead for the Coalfield Yellow Jackets. They'll be kicking off to the Highlanders. And, like I said, all we have to do is get the offense to move the ball. Move the ball downfield and punch it in for scores. Still plenty of time. And I think our defense is good enough to hold Coalfield out of the end zone again.
And if we would score, that would really help our defense, I think.
This kick, it's going to be a line drive. It'll sail over the up back. It'll be bobbled by Cotton, and he steps in the end zone. It'll be a touchback, giving the Highlanders field position from their own 20-yard line.
The end zone for the touchback. The Highlanders take over 1st and 10, ball on their own 20.
The official stats, H, while you were down there, had the Highlanders with 5 fumbles and 1 loss fumble in the first half.
A lot of negative
I didn't think that there was 5, but apparently there were. So
yeah, well, we had a lot of negative yard plays, a lot.
Highlander offense on the field. It's 1st and 10 from our 20-yard line. The Highlanders will go with 2 backs in the backfield, Hugo Henry and Cannon Van Hook. Strunk is the quarterback with one of those backs on each side of him. The handoff it's Strunk on a nice read option keeper. Falls forward to about the 20-yard line.
Maybe not 5, close to it.
We'll say 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's a good long 4.
Highlanders looking to the sideline, trying to get the play. As the Highlanders line up,
Second and
They've
5
got
Highlanders, followed by
twins
25.
left, one receiver to the right. That's Rylan Griffith. They keep both backs in the backfield with Strunk. The handoff this time to Henry. Outside, has a block in front, picks up a couple of yards as he stretches to the 27-yard line. That'll bring up now 3rd down, and I'm going to say more like 4 yards to go.
Yeah, right at 4.
Tackled by number 1, Landon Lau, and number 55, Braden Burgess.
Not had much luck at all on our jet sweeps tonight.
Well, that's a trend for years.
Well, that just tells you that defense got some speed.
Ball on the 27.
We keep that same formation. Twins left, receiver right, 2 backs in the backfield. 3rd down play, Highlanders, 3rd down and 4. The snap, pulled down. Strunk wants to keep it, drives ahead. I think he powers in for a 1st down, but also the ball came out right where the flag is at.
Fumble forced, Landon Gallion.
One, we got to let the officials sort it out. If it's on the defense,
it sure
then
be good if that's the face, man.
Yeah. We wait on the referee, and he signals a hold against the Highlanders. So possession, I believe, will turn over to
Fumble recovery, number 3,
the Coalfield Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets.
So the first time in the second half, Coalfield starts inside Highlander territory at the Highlander 33-yard line. Five minutes, 34 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It's still Coalfield 21, Highlander 0. Trips right, one receiver left. Coles, the quarterback, has Lau to his right. Coles looks to throw the ball, pump fake. Now turns, throws the ball long up the left side and just out of the reach for the diving Rommel Conlon. And it looks like maybe Hines might be working out a cramp.
Yeah. Well, you have to say it is very hot and very muggy. Really, up here it feels a little bit cooler than it does down on the field.
And we were here last week, and I think it's hotter and muggier tonight than it was last Friday night. And we probably saw 6 or 8 cramp situations last week between Coalfield and Wartburg, and this is the first one we've seen tonight.
Remember last week everything was wet, like it came a good rain late in the afternoon. And
clock is stopped with 5:26 on this injury timeout, and they'll try to stretch out the muscles in his leg, and Hines will have to come off the field for one play anyway.
And I think we saw another quarterback for a few plays
Oh,
last
Hines
week.
being helped off.
I'm sure we did, because that was a pretty big score last week.
Well, coming in right now will be number 4, I believe. That'll be Zach Armstrong, a junior. He is listed as a quarterback, so it's his chance to get onto the field. 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Clock is stopped once again because of the incomplete pass. This time trips in a tight formation to the left, receiver to the right in a tight formation. The handoff, Armstrong trying to run to the left side, stringing it out, coming up to meet the ball carrier head on was Nolan Cotton.
Tackled by number 8, Nolan Cotton.
I'll say this, Nolan's done a good job of playing that free safety position and coming up and tackling tonight. The ball down to the Highlander 24-yard line. It will be 3rd down and 1 for the Yellow Jackets.
They really, big number 6 really had
ball on the 24.
Clayton Carroll. Man, he had him on skates right then.
3rd down for the Yellow Jackets.
You know, last week watching 60 play, I knew he was kind of good. I know he's good after seeing him shove some of our guys around.
Armstrong, the handoff, trying to run to the left.
Good play.
Pulled down by a couple of Highlanders, I think just shy of the 20-yard line. The ball carrier on that play was 17.
Say Nolan
Cannon
Cotton's
Bowling.
on that tackle right there.
It is a first down, so he must have picked up at least 2 yards to give the Yellow Jackets a first down.
The 20.
Clock running in the third quarter. We're down to 4 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. Twins right, Twins left. Quarterback dropping with the ball. Here comes the pressure on the backside. Long throw. It's going to be caught at the goal line, and a touchdown for the Yellow Jackets.
Zach Armstrong pass complete to Landon Gallagher for the Coalfield touchdown. Play covering 20 yards.
All right, just a good protection. Quarterback drops back. The receiver got behind our defensive back, and it was a great throw. Completion, touchdown, 27-0, Coalfield. 3:58 to go in this third quarter.
And Therese to attempt the point after kick.
And there's a snap.
Highlander's offsides, but the kick is low. It drives through. It's good. I don't think anything will happen there. So the touchdown score and the extra point kick by the Kingston. I'm sorry, I don't know why I say Kingston, but the Coalfield Yellow Jackets, because we played Kingston so long. That's why. It's now 28-0. Coalfield over the Highlanders. We'll step aside for this break and be back with more Highlander football.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott High Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
Hayden Hicks to kick off for the Yellow Jackets.
Welcome back as the Yellow Jackets kicking off to the Highlanders. Deep once again, Rylan Griffith standing at our goal line. This kick is that high driving deep kick, and Griffith picks it up, put his knee down to catch the ball, so that'll be down at the 5-yard line. Costly mistake there for the Highlanders as we start deep in our own territory.
Griffin fields the punt with the knee on the ground. Scott High starts their possession. 1st and 10, ball on their own 5.
The Highlanders have now lost a couple of fumbles in the game. We've also had a field goal blocked.
Yeah.
We are 95 yards away from our first touchdown score with 3:57 to go in the third quarter.
Okay. We're going to run just a little bit inside tackle.
Strunk stays in the shotgun. To his left and the yard behind him is Van Hook, who gets the ball, tries to run straight off of that left tackle, still fighting for yardage. And a couple other guys keep pushing, and he keeps digging out near, I'm going to say, the 16 or 17-yard line. It will be enough for a First National Bank first down.
Yes, sir. And we got somebody, okay, looks like Cannon's cramping.
Put 11, or put Colton in for Phoenix. Put Phoenix in the backfield.
The guys on the chain gang, they're just waiting to stretch the chains there. And for some reason, they've backed the ball back up to the 15-yard line. So did they have an early whistle?
I don't know. But
15 would be where it was at because we started at the 5. Never mind, lost my head. I got so excited at the first down. So it was exactly a 10-yard gain. 1st and 10 now, Highlanders.
Ball on the 15.
Strunk stays in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. No receivers to the left, 2 to the right. The handoff straight ahead. Hit behind the line of scrimmage. And who did he give the ball to that time? Was it Van Hook? Phoenix Norris.
Phoenix, I believe.
Phoenix Norris on the carry. And good surge by the right side of the Coalfield defensive line. A loss of, we'll say, about 2 back to the 13-yard line. It's 2nd and 12 Highlanders. Highlanders signaling the play in from the sideline. It looks like we may go with that heavy back, the lineman back as a lead blocker to the left.
Yeah, we had that a while
Two receivers
ago.
left. Strunk talks to the running back, now waits on the snap, has that snap, flags fly, and is a delay of game. It is from the back official here. He throws a flag as the play clock wound down to 0. It cost us 5 more. It will still be second down, but it will be 2nd and 17.
The Highlanders penalized 5 yards, dead ball foul, delay of game.
And after penalties and after mistakes and stuff like that, the 40-second clock, it resets to 25 seconds, so you've got to be much better at getting the play in and getting it off. The Highlanders stay in that same formation. The handoff left, breaking past the linebackers, caught from behind, struggling out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Cannon's tough. Give him the ball.
Looks like that was Cannon Van Hook back in the game, so he'll pick up 6 yards of that. It is now 3rd down. Well, I'm going to give him, 6 yards. 3rd and 9 Highlanders. 3rd and 9. Clock running. Now at 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Trips right. One receiver back to the left. Strunk with a snap. Looks back to the left. A little snap screen pass comes back, and through the hands of the receiver, it's an incomplete pass. And that'll bring up 4th down, and you would think the Highlanders would punt.
I would just about guarantee you
Pass
that.
intended for Griffin, incomplete.
Brady Strunk drops.
Minute 37 to go in the 3rd quarter.
The 2 returners for
Conlon and Gallion.
Coalfield, they're standing at about the Highlander 45-yard line.
Oh, yeah, they're on the plus side of the 50.
And the snap back to Brady. Great snap back to him, and the flag comes flying.
Defense.
And the defense offside. So it would still be 4th down, but now it's going to be 4th down and 4 for the Highlanders. Will Coach Terry rethink the decision?
Penalized 5 yards, dead ball foul, encroachment.
Well,
maybe if we could get him to do it again.
Well,
4th and 4 Highlanders, ball on the 21.
Always positive, Sam, always positive. Brady waits on the snap. Here it is. This punt away. High punt. Got above the lights. It's going to be bounce at the 50 and touch there by Phoenix Norris. He'll down it at the 50-yard line. That's where Coalfield will start this their 3rd offensive possession of the 2nd half. One minute, 26 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
They're spotting it right on the 50. So I don't guess that's plus nor minus, yeah?
Yeah. Brady Strunk will be a corner. Hugo Henry a corner. Cannon Van Hook, Phoenix Norris will be backers. The Highlanders have now gone to a 4-3 look defensively.
Yeah.
A handoff, trying to run a sweep, coming to the left side. Cutting back in from inside out. Cannon Van Hook makes the tackle. Being there also Griffith and Cotton.
Stop by Van Hook.
And I'll tell you, I've been real impressed by Nolan Cotton and coming up tonight to support the defense at the line of scrimmage.
He has done a great job.
2nd and 6 for the Yellow Jackets. Ball on the Scott, 46.
That other linebacker I did mention was Cannon Van Hook.
Yeah.
No, I mentioned Cannon Van Hook. Luke Bowling.
Luke
Bowling.
5, yes.
Yeah, the safeties, Cotton and Griffith. As the Highlanders basically that 2-deep look now. Hines, the handoff, running left side. He tripped, and his knee hit way back here at the 44-yard line.
Cannon Bowling on the give.
And they gave him the dive ahead of 3 yards down to the 41-yard line. That brings up 3rd down and 1 for the Yellow Jackets. You saw what I saw.
Yeah, I did.
The knee hit and he
44.
dive forward, yeah.
Ball on the Scott High, 41.
Clock running, 10 seconds to go. Coalfield does not have to snap the ball. Let's see if they will go to the line and do that. Hines looking at the play clock, trying to get the snap, and he does get it off. Hines keeps it himself, runs into the middle of the Highland line. He'll pick up a first down. But we'll reach the end of the third quarter. We'll step aside for this break as the Coalfield Yellow Jackets lead our visiting Scott Highlanders 28-0. When we come back after these messages, we'll have more Highlander football as the fourth quarter will resume after the break.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
Here we go, the start of the fourth quarter. First football game of the season for the Highlanders. The second home game in a row for the Coalfield Yellow Jackets. We have only played Coalfield 2 times in our history, back in 1995 and 96. Coalfield won in 95 at Highlander Field, and then in 96 we won down here at Rochelle Field.
Academy 14, South Oriole 14.
I could have swore way back in the earlier days we played them a time or two. I'm talking about throughout the
third quarter, Bearded 7, Oak Ridge nothing.
Well, we've got a history with them with Huntsville, and I got a thing that has that for you. You can read all about it if you want to do that.
Oh, maybe just talk it to
Okay. First and 10, Jackets, 2 receivers each side, 1 back in the backfield. Hines dropping, wants to throw the ball.
Good hit.
I don't think it was deflected, but with pressure on him, couldn't get anything on it, and it goes incomplete in the middle of the field.
I think Zane got in there and bumped him pretty good. Zane Henry, that is.
Zane Henry, and where's number 55?
Yeah.
Also Cole Tucker, number 65, in defensively now.
Second and 10, Yellow Jackets.
We got Skyler playing defensive end on this side. We got Clayton Carroll over on the right side end. So
again, twins split each way for Coalfield. They like to spread the ball. They'll run and pass. Good mix. The handoff trying to sweep left, cutting back behind a blocker. Pulled down is Gallion.
Oh, there's the flag. I knew it.
Landon Gallion, the ball carrier.
Somebody fell on him.
Van Hook on the tackle, penalty marker on the play.
And I think that might have been, well, I ain't going to say who that might have been, but it's going to be some added yardage. Somebody's hurt on the sideline.
I think it might be Gallion, the ball carrier. I think he cramped up at the end of the run. The official looks this way. Dead ball, personal foul, Highlanders. That'll be a 15-yard mark off from the spot of the foul. And via the penalty, the Yellow Jackets will have their second first down this possession. The mark-off takes the ball all the way down to what looks like is the Highlander 20-yard line. 11:43 to go in the game. I guess everybody's good on batteries, so we're in good shape here.
15 yards, dead ball foul, personal foul.
I've sweated about 3 gallons.
Oh, okay. What does batteries have to do with you sweating?
How can you guys up here not be sweating just standing up here, huh?
Well, because I sweated all I could for the first hour and a half when we were up here. First down for the Yellow Jackets. Big penalty there.
Yeah,
it looked like the Highlanders could have had him in 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and you know that's a really unnecessary penalty. That's where a kid just he knows where he's at, or he should.
Well, exactly.
Let's see.
It's old age setting in. I can't. It hurts to stand. It hurts to sit.
Yeah.
First and 10. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, wide side of the field. Hines, the quarterback, Little shuffle pass comes out outside. That's Lau trying to get some running room. Pulled down at about the 5-yard line.
Good tackle with the ball.
Nolan Cotton on the
Landon
tackle.
Lau, the ball carrier.
That was the boss, man.
Stopped by Brady Strunk.
That's another first down.
Brady Strunk, the boss.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 8. But nevertheless, it's a tackle by the Highlanders. It's a 1st and goal for the Kingston Yellow Jackets.
1st and goal, Yellow Jackets, ball on the 5.
It is still
Coalfield.
Coalfield.
I'm sorry. How many Kingston games have we done over the years?
No blue
it's the
on
Coalfield
there,
Yellow
black.
Jackets. Coalfield Yellow Jackets have it 1st and goal at the 5-yard line of the Highlanders. They've got wide receivers each side, but they're tight. They try to sweep the right side,
right there.
and that's Lau. 5-yard touchdown run in for the score.
Landon Lau carries. Landon Lau scores. Play covering 5 yards.
11 and a half minutes to go in the 4th and final quarter. The Coalfield Yellow Jackets an extra point away from a running clock here.
Yeah, they have came on really good offensively tonight. Our Highlanders just have been so out of sync. And there's a kick, and it's good.
And it's a 35-0 lead, Coalfield over the Highlanders. Again, the score, Coalfield 35, or Highlanders 0. We step aside for this message, and we'll return with the Coalfield kickoff.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
The Coalfield Yellow Jackets teeing the ball up to kick to the Highlanders. Once again, deep will be Rylan Griffith. He'll stand at about the goal line. He's got a couple up backs in front of him. One of those will be, I believe,
deep for the Highlanders, Griffin.
Well, you got
Cannon
on the fourth side.
Cannon Van Hook and Nolan Cotton. This kick and line drive sails down the middle of the field, deflected, picked up by Rylan at about the 5-yard line. Tries to cut back against the grain, holding on to the football, clears the 26-yard line, and bodies shoving all over the place. Flags come flying in, and, it's usually the guy that retaliates, and I think it'd be against the Highlanders.
Yep. That would have been Caleb Pruitt, and he is a fireball. Yep, against the Highlanders. Yep. Well, we've had about every kind of penalty you can have here tonight, and they've been honest penalties, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And there goes decent field position, turning into miserable field position.
By my count, it should go back to the 13, but they're going to spot it on the 14-yard line.
15 yards. Dead ball foul, personal foul.
1st and 10 Highlanders from our own 14-yard line. Brady Strunk still in at the quarterback position. He'll have a wide receiver split to the right. One that'll be Griffith coming back to the left. Now they run another player onto the field, I guess to give us 11 players out there, which would be a tight end on the right side. In the backfield also is Van Hook. We've got the lineman lead back on the right side. Strunk, the handoff. No, it's a fumble. It's on the ground, fighting for it. Who comes out of the scrum with it? The Highlanders come up with it.
Second down.
And it will still be Highlander ball. Second down, and might have gained.
Recovered by Van Hook.
Might have lost a yard on that. Second and about 11 for the Highlanders.
It's kind of hard to tell if they're missing the mesh or somebody's looking ahead of where they're at.
Don't know. I said it in the first half. The back wants to take it and go. The quarterback wants to pull, and it's not working out very well. The handoff this time, Van Hook tries to bounce, does off the right side. As a player that beat to the sideline, picks up the first down. He's going to be short, stepping out of bounds.
And Van Hook, the ball carrier.
It'll be 3rd down and 1 yard to go. Highlanders, 8 minutes, 58 seconds to go in this football contest. The first of the season for the Highlanders. Second game for Coalfield. Their second in a row on their home field.
3rd and 1. 3rd and 1.
A play from the sideline. Griffith splits left. One receiver right. The lead up back, and the Highlanders point at the defensive player, but no flags are thrown. The Highlanders want them to throw a flag. The play clock down to 1 second. We get the snap off, the handoff to Van Hook. Broke a tackle and taken down as he crosses the 30-yard line to the 32-yard line. That's a first down, a First National Bank first down, Highlanders. If my numbers are right, 5th of the game.
First and 10 Highlander.
Play clock is running. Now less than 8 minutes to go in the game. Looking to the sideline, the Highlanders receive the play. Van Hook stays in the backfield, lining up this time left of Strunk.
Coalfield has substituted down. I mean, we should be able to move the ball.
A handoff, Van Hook tries to bounce right, instead cuts back against the grain, runs into the backer down at the 40-yard line. For the Highlanders, that's a gain of 8, 2nd and 2 upcoming. Van Hook comes out of the game. Norris comes in to replace him. He'll be in the backfield. Again, we had that lineman as an up back to the left side. The handoff, Norris drives into the middle, still fighting for room, taken down at the 45-yard line.
Norris, the ball carrier.
Yeah, he missed the cut.
Flags are all over the place out there. And the Highlanders had a lineman down. There's a Coalfield player down.
Yeah.
And we didn't see what came after that, but the referee looking our way, we'll see now. Dead ball, personal foul, Coalfield. So I think one of our Highlanders got chopped down outside, maybe even after the play.
Yeah.
So via the penalty, it's another first down for the Highlanders. That's a First National Bank first down to the Coalfield 40-yard line. Looks like the Coalfield player, I can't see, but my guess is it's a cramp.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got him stretching out there.
There's a timeout on the field. Let's join the teams during this break, guys. 6.5 minutes to go in the game. Coalfield 35, Highlander 0. We'll be back after this message.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest jobs done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your #1 source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
Coalfield penalized 15 yards.
Welcome back, and I'm sort of surprised that because of the humidity and the high heat index, that the referees haven't really given water breaks to the teams tonight. I mean, I guess to the team's credit, we took timeouts in the first half, both Highlanders and Yellow Jackets. We come back out, 1st and 10 Highlanders at the Jacket 40-yard line. Strunk still at quarterback for the Highlanders, Norris the running back. The snap, the handoff, Norris almost lost it but recovers it, still digging, pulling bodies inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line. That is the 3rd consecutive First National Bank first down, Highlanders. Highlanders are waiting to play from the sideline. The clock just went under 6 minutes remaining in the game. And remember, it's a 35-point lead, so the clock runs until the Highlanders can
get it below 35.
Get it below 35, that's right. Norris, the running back, behind and to the right of Strunk. The handoff, that's Norris again, powers ahead. He'll have another positive carry down to the 20-yard line. 6 yards on the gain. It'll be 2nd down and 4 Highlanders.
Stopped by number 34, Braden Brown.
Norris will go out of the game as Van Hook checks back in. Highlanders will still stay with that up-back lineman. This time looks like he'll line up right side.
Ball on the 20.
Receiver right, receiver left, tight end right for the Highlanders. The handoff, the cutback. That's Van Hook. Cutback again, dragging a defender with him. It'll be a 1st down inside the 15. Looks like to the 13-yard line. That is a First National Bank 1st down. 4 in a row on this possession by the Highlanders.
Have you noticed all 4 of those plays have been going at the left offensive side behind the bigger bodies over here? Sky, Cole, Zane over here.
This time, the tight end moves to the left. The up back is to the left. Again, we keep receivers in very wide left and right. The handoff, Van Hook eluded a defender, fights for extra yardage down inside the 10-yard line. It will be 2nd down for the Highlanders.
Yeah, long 3, short 4 gain.
We'll say 3, 2nd down 7 for the Highlanders. Clock at 4 minutes left in the game.
Second and 7 Highlanders, ball on the 10.
Same formation, except the tight end is to the right side, the up back to the left. The ball pulled down by Strunk, manages to recover it, and he's taken down as he tries to run off to the right side, and the Highlanders have 2 players down.
Stopped by number 77, Anthony
One is up, the other one now up.
Cole's up, and that's Cannon Van Hook. Looked like maybe he got kicked in the ankle or something.
The loss back to the original line of scrimmage. It's the 13-yard line. 3rd down 10 Highlanders. Looking to the sideline, Phoenix Norris does replace Van Hook on the field.
3 minutes.
The receivers for the Highlanders, they switch. Griffith moves to the right, and Houghton Whaley moves to the left, wide outside the play. The handoff, Norris straight ahead, past the linebackers, headed to the end zone. That'll be Phoenix Norris. First touchdown of the season by the Highlanders. It's a 13-yard scoring run, also a First National Bank 1st down on that.
13-yard touchdown, 2:44 left to go in the ball game. Highlanders get on the board, stop the running clock. Anyway, we got Hugo Henry in, kick the extra point. T spotted. Line's in position.
Nolan Cotton to hold. Low snap, picked it up, and got it through there. So the PAT makes our score now Coalfield 35, Highlander 7. We'll step aside for this break and be back with the ensuing Highlander kickoff.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Ray's-Ax. Ray's-Ax offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Ray's-Ax has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Ray's-Ax on U.S. Highway 27 in Helenwood. Ray's-Ax, country cooking and great steaks.
As we come back, the Highlanders have just put their first touchdown of the 2021 season on the scoreboard. It took us all the way to 2 minutes, 44 seconds left in the game to do that here at Coalfield. Now Henry will tee it up to kick off to the Yellow Jackets, and the Yellow Jackets expecting the onside kick.
I think they've just got 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've just got 10 players.
The kick will instead be deep by Henry. It'll come up the left side and bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So Coalfield will start from the 20-yard line.
For the touchback, the Yellow Jackets take over 1st and 10. Ball on their own 20.
Just 10. But at least we had 11.
Coming off. Colton, go on. Colton, go on.
First and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
Do your part to keep our hive clean.
35-7, Coalfield, very comfortable lead. At halftime, they led 14-0. The Highlanders come out to start the third quarter, had the first possession of the third quarter, and as we were taking the ball down the field, had one big carry on that, but couldn't do anything else with it. Had to punt on our second possession of the half, third quarter. We fumbled the ball, then we punted, then we scored a touchdown on our fourth possession.
Who we got? We got Adrian on the left side.
Back in the quarterback, the Yellow Jackets, number 4, that's Zach Armstrong.
Timeout, Yellow Jackets.
Now the Yellow Jackets take a timeout, so we'll take a timeout. Again, 2 minutes, 44 seconds to go in the game. Coalfield 35, Highlanders 7. We'll return in 30 seconds.
Football makes people happy. At United Cumberland Bank, totally free checking makes our customers happy. If you are not completely satisfied with your checking account, come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. United Cumberland Bank, member FDIC, $50 minimum deposit to open. Other fees may apply. Ask us for details.
Exactly. We'll tell you more about that next week as we look ahead at the Highlanders schedule during our pregame next week. South Doyle region opponent dropping down from 5A, where they were a state semifinalists last year, and our Highlanders this year moving up to 4A out of 3A. High snap, and the Highlanders will hold the gain to, according to the official side judge over here, will hold it to. I thought -1, but he's marking it at the 23, so it's a gain of 1. Third down now and 12 yards to go for the Yellow Jackets. Brady Strunk now gets a chance to come off the field defensively for the Highlanders. No, just the side of my foot. It didn't count. Another quarterback on the field, that's number 16, Luke Therese. He's listed as a freshman for the Yellow Jackets. Therese, handoff, trying to come inside, breaking that wave of tacklers, and now stepping out of another tackle by the Highlanders, looking for running room. It'll be short of the first down, but finally the pursuit by the Highlanders. About 5 white shirts gets over there to help make the tackle. The clock runs now with 1 minute, 5 seconds to go in the game. It looks like the Coalfield Yellow Jackets will probably punt on 4th down, and that they'll, unless we have a punt return for a touchdown, the Yellow Jackets will win this contest tonight by the final score 35-7 over our Highlanders. Again, first game of the season by the Highlanders. I'm sure if we talk to Coach Terry later, he'll say, yeah, I wish we had another open date week that we could have prepared for this.
And that punt is going to come off at around 25 seconds. He's watching the clock. Well, it's going to be around 30 seconds.
Punt formation, Hicks.
I think they'll just call a timeout. So the Yellow Jackets take a timeout. Coach Napier will walk out on the field to talk with his team, and he has to put it in play. That's the thing about it. And what will the Highlanders do? I don't know. We'll take a timeout with the two teams, though. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
Fourth quarter, Clinton 46, Austin East 13.
The Yellow Jackets will punt the ball away with 26.6 seconds to go in this non-region matchup between our Highlanders and the Yellow Jackets, the third time in history that the two schools have played. Now, Treats the punter will rugby style it up the right side, the ball rolling into Highlander territory where it will be down at the 36-yard line.
Rolls to a stop.
At least he told those guys to just stand there and look at the ball because the clock keeps ticking. 15 and a little bit seconds to go.
And just like the end of the first half, the Highlanders are going to have possession of the football, but with virtually no time left on the clock. So Highlanders will have to run at least one play, and I don't think that we'll try to do anything particularly fancy. I think we've been handing the ball off to Van Hook and Norris, and I think that'll be what happens on this play here.
That, a few runs by quarterback.
Third quarter score of interest, Oakdale 35, Jellicoe nothing.
Brady Strunk has gone all the way quarterback tonight. Rough night for the junior.
10 guys on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 10 on the field, I
And a
think.
delay of game against the Highlanders. And it is only 10 on the field.
Scott High penalized 5 yards, dead ball foul, delay of game.
Just 10 on the field for our Highlanders.
A handoff. Van Hook trying to find some running room. He'll be caught and probably spotted at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 1 will give him. And that will be the end of this contest between our visiting Scott Highlanders and the home team Coalfield Yellow Jackets, as the Yellow Jackets prevail over the Highlanders 35-7. Again, the final score is 35-7. What we want to do is catch up on commercial breaks right here. So we'll take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have our Highlander post-game. We'll look at stats. We'll talk about the game and more during your Highlander post-game, and we'll do that after these messages.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott High Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Here we go. Let's jump right into our Highlander postgame wrap-up. Let me get Cameron's attention right now, and we'll get that camera turned on right there. We're talking with Assistant Coach Keith Shannon, who was up here in the press box area close to us tonight. The Highlanders fall to the Kingston Yellow Jackets. This is the second win for the Yellow Jackets, as their overall record now is 2-0. The Highlanders dropped to 0-1, as it was our first game of the season and lots to work on leading up to the matchup with South Doyle at home next Friday night. Let's run down the scoring summary. The first score was from Coalfield. 2:57 remaining in the first quarter as Cole Hines tosses a 21-yard touchdown pass to Rommel Conlon. The 2-point try was no good. It was a 6-0 Coalfield lead. Then first play of the second quarter, Cannon Bolin on a 1-yard touchdown score. Hines tosses a 2-point conversion pass to Landon Gallion. It's a 14-0 score at that point, and it remained 14-0 through halftime. We come out in the third quarter with 7:13 to go in the third. Cole Hines this time tosses a 14-yard scoring pass to Cannon Bolin. The Luke Treese point after was good. 21-0 for Coalfield. 3:58 to go in the third quarter. Zach Armstrong tosses a 20-yard touchdown pass. Treese again converted the point after kick. It's Coalfield 28-0 over the Highlanders after 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, Landon Lau scores on a 5-yard run. Treese's point after kick was good. It gave Coalfield a 35-0 lead. The running clock for the rest of the fourth quarter, until the Highlanders' Phoenix Norris scored on a 13-yard run, and Hugo Henry converted the point after kick to take us to 35-7. That's the final score tonight, as Coalfield defeats our visiting Highlanders 35-7 is the score. Now let's go ahead and look at some of the offensive statistics. 35-7, Coalfield with the win. They had 11 first downs. The Highlanders had 11 first downs. Total yards, 200 total yards for Coalfield, 159 total yards for the Highlanders. Yards rushing, Coalfield 120, Highlanders 123. The Highlanders on 38 rushing attempts, Coalfield with 28. Total yards passing, Coalfield had 78, and the Highlanders had 32 yards. We move down to another important statistic down here. Coalfield had 2 fumbles, lost 1. Meanwhile, the Highlanders 7 fumbles, losing 2 of those fumbles tonight. That's an important statistic to look at right there, because that short-circuited some potential Highlander drives, especially in the first half, and we had to punt the ball away. In terms of punts, the Highlanders had 4 punts by Brady Strunk. He averaged 32.8 yards per punt. Penalties, 5 for 48 yards for Coalfield. For the Highlanders, 7 for 54 yards. That's just about it. Other than the Highlanders, they had 7.5 minutes more in terms of time of possession than Coalfield had. So that's a look at the offensive stats. Let me get the sheet handed over here, and we'll look at the defensive stops for the Highlanders. We start with Luke Bowling. 2 solos, 3 assisted tackles, a total of 7. Phoenix Norris, 3 solos, 4 assisted, 7 total tackles. Skylar Smith, 2 assisted tackles. Hugo Henry, 2 tackles, 1 solo, 1 assist. Rylan Griffith, 3 total tackles, 1 solo, 2 assisted.
Now it gets good.
Cannon Van Hook with a quarterback sack, 7 tackles. Nolan Cotton, 9 tackles. He had 3 solos and 6 assisted tackles. Adrian Stanley with 2 assisted tackles. Jace Cloyd with 1 assisted tackle. Clayton Carroll with 1 assisted tackle. Brady Strunk had 3, 2 solos, 1 assist, and Pruitt finishes with 1 assisted tackle. That's the defensive number.
Like Cotton right there, Rick, that's one of the things you expect. You got a strong safety backing in there and making those tackles,
Well, coming up after this break, we're going to talk about the game a little bit, look ahead next week a little bit, and we're going to have our First National Bank Player of the Game. We'll get to all that and more after this extended break.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest jobs done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your #1 source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Ray's Axe. Ray's Axe offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Ray's Axe has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Ray's Axe on U.S. Highway 27 in Helenwood. Ray's Axe, country cooking and great steaks.
Welcome back to our Highlander postgame wrap-up. We've got our First National Bank Player of the Game. Besides being our first down sponsor, First National Bank sponsors our Player of the Game. Tonight, our first game of the season against Coalfield, we've selected Nolan Cotton. Young man had quite a good game defensively. 3 solo tackles, 6 assisted tackles. That's 9 total tackles for Nolan, and done a great job of supporting the Highlanders, crashing hard, coming up hard to that line of scrimmage. So our congratulations to Nolan Cotton as our First National Bank Player of the Week in the 2021 season.
From that safety position, he was playing downhill and making some good hits. And he had a lot of business coming his way, where they had running backs getting by our line and linebackers. I mean, it just wasn't a good night defensively for our Highlander crew.
Let's go ahead and I want to look at our schedule. We didn't get to talk about it beforehand, but we want to look at our schedule here. Next week, the Highlanders will have our first home game of the season. That will be against South Doyle. That's also on September 3rd. Game time is 7:30. That's our first region matchup, and to my knowledge, that is our first matchup against South Doyle in a football contest.
And you know what? We saw a lot of really good running backs in the past, but they got the one.
Sean Gary.
Yeah, and he's, I guess, all world, going what you read.
2 weeks from tonight, September 10th, we'll also be at Highlander Field to take on the Austin East Roadrunners. Game time there is 7:30. Now pay attention carefully here. A lot of schools, especially in Knox and Sevier counties, their game times are at 7 o'clock. So you got to be prepared for that. On September 17th, we'll travel to Carter. That is a region game. Game time, 7 o'clock. The following week, September 24th, we'll be at Pigeon Forge. Game time, 7 o'clock. That's no longer a region matchup. And on September, I messed up my charts there. I think it's September 20.
Be 31, wouldn't it?
No, it should be October 1st is what it should be. I messed that up. The Highlanders will be at home to take on Gibbs. That is a new region opponent. We play our home game starting at 7:30. And then on October the 8th, we're at home hosting Clay County, again, non-region, 7:30 start time. October 15th, we host Fulton, 7:30 game time, region opponent. October 22nd, we'll travel up to Gatlinburg-Pittman High School. Game time, 7 o'clock, non-region game. And to close out our season, it's October 29th, Anderson County, and their game time is at 7:30. So that's looking ahead at the Highlanders' schedule for this year. The most important thing right now coming up is the fact that the Highlanders will be at home next Friday night to take on former 5A class South Doyle. Now they're a 4A class, and we'll host them at Highlander Field 1 week from tonight.
And it's always good to have a 2-game, homestand. I mean, it's great. And I think a little bit later in the year we get a 3-game homestand.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be right, hopefully, when the hot air starts leaving out, and it'll feel like football.
An example tonight. You have the bye week last week. You open on the road, your first game of the season. Well, your equipment, the driver that was going to bring your equipment trailer down, he got quarantined today, so he couldn't bring the equipment trailer down. And Coach Terry normally packs 2 extra of everything else, jerseys, pants, whatever, and he didn't put any extra cleats in, and one player forgot his cleats. So, I mean, there's things that happen when you've got to go on the road that first time. You can never be 100% organized, and certainly it's hard to do that.
And, that's why a lot of coaches like to have away scrimmages prior to the season.
Mm-hmm.
It's a practice for the road trips.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if you mentioned to Coach Terry about coming up.
I did.
We'll watch for him. Let's go ahead and take another 2-minute break. This will be our last break of our Highlander post game. We'll watch for Coach Terry. If he doesn't come up in this time frame, we'll probably have our final segment of our Highlander post game.
You got to remember that just 4 of those guys taking care of that team. So
Football makes people happy. At United Cumberland Bank, totally free checking makes our customers happy. If you are not completely satisfied with your checking account, come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. United Cumberland Bank, member FDIC, $50 minimum deposit to open. Other fees may apply. Ask us for details.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
Cam. Well, welcome back in our final segment of our Highlander postgame wrap-up. We want to remind you, and we say that we're really sorry we had some technical difficulties the first time out. You try to do anything. We're outside. It was hot. It was sweltering to try to just keep the sweat out of your eyes to see what you're doing, but we've managed to get the game out streaming. We managed to get it back to WBNT, and we managed to get it filmed for OCV. You can follow Highlander football this season as part of the IH Sports Network. You can go to ihsports.net, and there you can find all the ways to watch Highlander football, streaming live on Friday nights. You can look there how you can go in and watch the replays of those games throughout the week. You can follow the video replay at Oneida Cable and Video. Multitude of ways, and for 5 or 6 of our games this year, we'll also be part of the NFHS network. So we've got all that coming your way, and we know that'll be broadcast next week. So we've got a lot of stuff going on, many ways you can follow Highlander football, and we hope that you tune in and join us each and every Friday night. I want to get that out of the way. I also want to thank the guys here, Sam, our production director, Cameron behind the camera, Scott, who did our defensive stats, Greg Addington, who I got the offensive stats from, the athletic director here at Coalfield, HL, who did our analysis, and myself, Rick Keaton. Woody couldn't join us tonight, but we managed to bring you a football game from Coalfield tonight, the first of the season for the Highlanders, and defensively in the first half, we played well enough to win. Offensively, we could not move the ball.
We couldn't move the ball, and really defensively, we did good most of that first half. I think some fatigue started setting in, and maybe some frustration because they all play on offense, and that
so much on Monday, yeah.
And I hope nobody got a little frustrated because of the delays and no sound now and all that stuff, because I sit here a little confused tonight.
Oh, this is all new equipment, all new stuff to us. Well, we'll get the hang of it, and I felt we did. I think by the second quarter we were in the groove. We'll improve more next week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We'll get going in the first quarter next week, so there we go on that. H, your final thoughts and conclusion on the game here tonight?
Surprised. Really, I am, Rick. I didn't have any doubts that, Coalfield could beat our Highlanders, but the way they did it with such ease, and really at times the way our Highlanders just seem so out of focus. That is what I'm sort of taken away from it, but I know come Monday on the practice field, and I've spent a lot of time out there with those guys, and you saw me. I like to get right down there and listen to them sweat. And,
yeah, you get in the huddles on a running play.
I do. I get in there and listen to them sweat, but I'm really surprised. Coalfield is a good single-A team, but we made them look a lot better tonight.
Probably so. Well,
hey, don't get me wrong. I'm Highlander.
That's why you got the red shirt on tonight.
That's why I'm wearing no sleeves with a shirt,
Yeah, there you go.
But anyway, we'll come around.
Yes, we do. Yes, we will. Once again, the Highlanders at home for the first home game of the 2021 season. Next week, we'll play host in a region game to the South Doyle Cherokees. So be there at Highlander Field next week. Support the Highlanders, and let's root them on to a win over South Doyle. That's it for everybody here and for our coverage of Highlander football tonight. We're going to say goodbye, good night, and see you next Friday night at Scott High.